going to grow to about that height. It's going to have, I think it's yellow flowers on it, and it's going to be quite a wild growing rose. I can see from here it's going to be quite a wild growing rose. So what we do here is we take off all these funny little leaves and things here. Take all these leaves and things off here. This one's been damaged. It's been damaged, but I'm glad because it's an inner, you see it's an inside one.
Okay.
We're wanting 1, 2, 3. That's what we want. We're wanting 1, 2, 3 to form our bowl. So we take this one off here, which is also been damaged, and we take that one off right down. Right, now we'll take some of these leaves off because these leaves are meaning nothing. It should be dormant by now. And are all your roses dormant?
I think so.
Are all your roses dormant?
I think so, yeah.
They haven't got any leaves or flowers on them.
Well, I had my last rose flower.
You've had your last rose.
And it was so magnificent. It was huge. It was about this big.
Yeah, but that's sort of like the last burst.
Yeah.
You know, it's the last bit of energy coming through. Now, okay. Have you been watching here? And you? Okay, now where do you suggest I cut this rose?
Yeah, because there's a little shoot here.
Okay. Okay, that's
Anywhere
one.
else?
And over here, this one here, where do you
You
think
say which one?
where do you think I should cut that one? I agree with you with this one. I agree with you with this one because we don't want too much rosy. I cut that one a little longer. Try and cut it. It's not too close. Don't cut the actual. You see there? There you've got your bud. Don't cut your actual bud, but cut it low down,
And also still at an
close
angle.
to it at an angle. Don't damage the bud. That will grow out that way. Okay, this one we want to grow out this way. We take that one there. Right, we take that one off there.
This one here.
You think that one there? Okay.
Oh,
good
wow.
stuff. Right, we cleaned off the stems here because we don't want any more shoots on these stems. What we want now is we're going to plant this little thing. Do you know how to plant a rose?
You just tell us because I just dig a hole and put it in.
No. Bring me that spade. Okay, this is Mama's spade. It's a decent sized spade. A decent sized spade is about that much longer and that much wider. Okay, you dig your hole and you dig a square hole, and the square hole must be your spade square and depth. Okay. Then you take all of your soil out of that hole. You take the soil out of your hole to the depth that you have dug that hole.
Okay.
You take the soil out. Then you dig up your subsoil. Just loosen it. You don't dig it out. You just loosen it. Then you get your bone meal.
Bone meal.
Bone meal. Bone meal feeds your... Wait with that man. Wait with that man. They don't pay me. Bone meal feeds your roots. It feeds the roots of the plant. So you put your bone meal in, and that's not a hell of a lot. Eh? You take about a half a cup of bone meal, and you put it into your hole. Okay. Then you take a little bit of your soil that you took out, and you just splatter it over, mix it up with the bone. We take the compost and we put the compost in. Now you can take half a bag of compost and put it in and mix it up nicely. Mix it up as well as you possibly can. Bags of mulch. I take a certain amount of mulch and I put that in there as well. And I mix this all up. And that is now beautiful mixture. You take the rest of your soil and you put that in. So now your actual, it's going to be about that much higher than what the ground is. But that doesn't matter. You just, it must be springy and lovely. And then you take your spade and you make a hole in that.
Okay.
You take your your rose out of your bag, break up the soil around the root. No, not vigorously.
No.
You just break it up, you tickle it. And then you put your rose into your hole. Now the rose is going to go into the hole at this height that is in the bag here. So in other words, don't put the soil up there and don't put the soil down the bottom. Make sure it's the same height as what it is in the bag.
Okay.
And then you put that into your soil. Put your rest of your soil around it, and I normally use my feet and I just stamp it around like that, and Bob's your uncle. You have done it. But now remember, the hole must be quite large. Otherwise your roots have got nowhere to go.
I think that's my talking.
And they're all baby roots, you must remember. So they need to have that open air, that open soil, so that they can stretch.